Good afternoon, my fellow second wave division agents. This is Lihim, and I am going to be your tour guide for going through the Underground DLC. This is actually my second stream today, part 8. I did part 7 this morning. It didn't actually go too well. Neither did part 6, to be honest with you. And I was actually thinking about taking them down, but however, not all aspects of games are necessarily the best parts of them. You know, not every part is fun and exhilarating. And since I'm examining the design of games, I'd be amiss if I was to take down like the bad parts, so to speak. Now let me turn it down. I usually turn off my tunes when I am playing the Division for various reasons. But yeah, so the lesson I learned for Underground after 6 and 7 saw me get my ass beat in. I am going to just do easier missions. Hey, Blue Papa from Twitch. Not only are you the first one here, you may be the only one here. You may be the only one here, man. But that is quite okay. 2 people makes the party, just me and you. So this is my second time streaming the Division. I don't know if you caught the beginning part, but man, did I get my ass beat in this morning, man. What's the phrase? I got my shit pushed in. So, learning from that, I am just going to do the easy peasy missions and try to have a better time not getting dominated. Let me just manage my inventory a little bit. Now, I play 3 games, Blue Papa. I play Warframe, Division, and Magic the Gathering. I think you came across me when I was playing the Division. I don't know, Ariel Neal. That's a cool name, but I don't want to... Dude, I've had such bad run-ins with... Let's see what happens if I don't do anything. I'm curious. Will I automatically be part of their party? What's my stash looking like? Alright, 93 out of 50. Let me just push everything into my stash I don't have equipped. My heal, my lovely heal. Yeah, the Division. I thought so. Alright. I just want to push all these. So I'm only going to be playing for about 3 hours. So I could do... So I'm not in anyone's squad, it looks like. Oh yeah, you did. You sent me a friend request on PlayStation. Yeah, so for Underground 6 and 7, I saw... I don't know, man. Alright, so 3rd time's a charm. If I get burnt again, man, I am just gonna solo this shit. 1 phase operation, we should go. We should be good. Let me make sure I am restocked. And what directives are we doing? Nothing? Okay. Or maybe they're still configuring, I don't know. So Underground 6 and 7, man. I had people leave on me both those times, which left me in the higher difficulty mission, which I wasn't necessarily equipped for. I tried my best, and yeah, I just got left there by myself. This morning was a little bit worse, Blue Papa, because the person I was with, they kept doing Johnny Rambo and running out into gunfire and getting killed pretty much instantly. And I guess they were getting salty that I wasn't running out to revive them, even though that would result in me dying too. So again, they left me in a mission by myself. So, and since I figured out how to voice chat, well, let me see what happens first before I start giving out like advice or whatever. Because it's not like I'm a master of this game. It's not like I'm fucking the Division god. I'm not Marco style, but I mean, God, I have some common sense, Blue Papa. Like, gunfire is going on. I'm like, well, hey, how about I not run right out into the middle of it? NGL, that's how I play sometimes too. What does NGL stand for? You gotta remember, I'm an older guy. I'm not in the know with the hip terms you kids use. Assuming that, you know, you're a kid or a teenager or whatever. You're trying to be funny. Maybe it backfired. Yeah, I was pushed to such a point of getting wrecked. I started experimenting with abilities I haven't even used that, like the flame turret and the shield. Still was getting my shit pushed in. Not gonna lie. Alright, then that's fine that you play like that, but you're not under... Are you under the impression that when you run out and take all this gunfire to the face with a build that's not meant to take gunfire to the face, are you surprised when you die? I think that's the crucial component. The crucial thing I look for. You can play however you want, but just don't be surprised about the results, you know?
Alert. Now detecting hostiles.
Like when I play PUBG, I am a camper. I am a camper to the max. I am that guy that hides in a closet for 20 minutes and loves it. However, I'm not surprised I'm not getting better at the core combat of the game by never getting into firefights. Or rarely getting into fire. I'm not surprised, you know? I get pissed at myself. Okay. See, that makes a world of difference to me. If you're getting pissed at other people, right? If you're getting pissed at other people that they're not reviving you for you running. Look, Ariel Neo, dead already. Are they surprised why they're dead? You know? Because I run a lot of meds. That reminds me of that line I heard in the Division during the PvE. When you're in like a headquarters. My back's all fucked up. I'm gonna need my meds. If you've played the Division, that's gotta sound at least a little bit familiar. My back's all fucked up. I'm gonna need my meds. That may not be the exact line the guy says, but it's very close. I'm gonna need my meds. That and I'm just trying to do my job. I'm just trying to do my job. My back's all fucked up because I've been trying to do my job. Now I'm mix and matching. I'm false advertising. I'm mix and matching now. 38. I don't even remember firing my weapon at all. My back's all fucked up. I'm gonna need my meds. Oh, we got the discotheque. We got the discotheque. That guy was coming for me, huh? Yeah, my back's all fucked up. I'm gonna need my... Yeah, you know it. You know it, Blue Papa. We've all heard it like 1,000 times. I don't have a problem with the tanks. I'm having a problem with the tanks. Now, I remember that line in particular because there's like one boss that was saying that when you're still fighting the cleaners at the beginning of the game, and it took me like 30 times to get past that boss. So that got like kind of like burnt into my my memory. No pun intended. Or maybe there is a pun intended there. I don't know. The variety hour here at the Lihim stream.
Area secure.
Secure. You know why it's secure, Blue Papa? Because I'm doing my job. Because I'm just trying to do my job. I'm getting blinded. Blinded like fucking crazy. Just doing my job. Remember, they got Alex. You were just disoriented by a blinder trap. What is
Alert.
who's Alex? First thing I thought of when you said that was Alex Mercer from Prototype. But he would fuck everyone up in this game at the same time, so I know you're not talking about him.
Area secure.
My back's all fucked up. I'm gonna need my meds. Oh hey, you know what? I keep forgetting how to do this myself. Oh, is that Hunter signal? Is that Hunter signal? Oh no, those are my cluster mines. I need... Ooh, yeah, I need to go back. I need to go back for the audio journals. Yeah, I'm going for the trophies in this game. And one of the trophies is to collect all these audio logs, and I keep forgetting to look for them as I'm going through these missions. So if you ever see them on the mission, don't think I'm trying to ignore them, let me know, and I will pay attention, hopefully. And this one I just passed right by.
A few hours ago. Couldn't have lasted like that. Squabbling like little bitches. It was pathetic.
Oh.
Marty explained how the compass works, so makes sense to me now. But the other guys wanted to head north and head up to Queens.
I don't remember
Jesse and me,
who is Alex?
we don't need those assholes anyway. They're just slowing us down. We've covered a lot of ground. Might not know exactly.
That's not the
where
black
we are.
lady, right?
I gotta believe we're almost there. Because the rats are starting to look pretty tasty, and that ain't good.
Oh wow. Her ass is starting to look tasty? Now what is this? What are we going here? Oh, so I had to go backwards to go forwards. Okay. I like the design of the waypoint system, like how it looks, but it is inconsistent as fuck sometimes. Alright. Do the riders down here in the underground, did they say it? Remember, they got Alex. Oh my god, I was like stuck on a piece of cardboard. Alex is just a random rider, and they scream they got Alex. Oh, okay. It's like a random NPC name. It could have been like Bob, they got Bob or whatever. Now what is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? It's also an achievement on PS4. They got Alex? Oh, cool. I'll have to take a look at that. Yo, Hawkeye, what are you doing, bud? Like, I understand you're looking through your menu, but, like, come on. I thought he was being salty because I ran back for the audio log. So he's gonna make me wait. I want actually.
I'm sorry, brother. Straight up. I forgot I was even in underground. I thought I was still waiting to queue up to one.
Hey, no worries, man.
Around with shit, man. That's my bad.
Hey, at least you said something, man. No worries. At least we got an apology. I mean, that's cool. That goes a long way. I appreciate it.
The end is not.
Uh-oh, it's a dance level.
Clever.
Was here when we moved in. These the goods.
All yours. Don't start the party until you hear a real big bang.
You smell like division.
You smell like division.
Sounds like you don't trust me.
Fuck no, I don't trust you. But I
There's
like
underground,
offering.
and then they were going
This new
underground.
thing is a free lunch.
No catch. It's just that it's a whole new world now, and we all have to make new friends.
There's some good artists here stuck at the end of the world. Well, not the end of the world. During this virus outbreak, underground here. Real good graffiti artists, at least. People are skateboarding and shit. Oh, that's kind of fucked up. That's what a way to go. I was saying before, man, one thing this game does really well is environmental storytelling. Like, all the little stories that are implied to happen from coming across different scenes and scenarios, like, incredible. Only game I've seen that comes close to this, or comes close to it, rather, is Dark Souls, and it's arguable which one does it better. But that's one of the reasons I like Dark Souls so much. 'Cause, yeah, people usually harp on about, oh, it's so brutal, get good, it's so hard. But I really like its environmental storytelling and its narrative and how it's married with the mechanics. Oh, I didn't kill them? How did they escape my masterful aim? That's the big mystery here. Yes, purple drops. Give me those purple drops, son. Now, I played on this map before. Look at this, man. This is really fucked up. Check this out. Glow sticks in his fucking eye sockets, man.
Right?
Oh, what do you say?
Popping it.
Either way, that guy went out with a bang. Whether they banged those things in his eye sockets and killed him, or they did it afterward, that's fucked up, man. A lot of little fucked up things you come across in this game, man. I'll tell you what. Jeremy Bebo on Twitch has given me a follow, and just like that, he has entered the She Collective. Welcome. Welcome to my little corner of Twitch and YouTube and Mixer and the internet. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. But how are you doing, man? What brings you my way? Division 2 is already out. This game, 3 years old. Curious what brought you my way. I know you definitely haven't been around before. I would remember Jeremy Bibbo. Yeah, get him! Get him! Oh, no. A little too late to that party. You got it? Wah, wah. Oh, we're so getting you. We're so getting you. Yeah. Oh, God, we got the big guy with the big gun here. But don't worry. Alright, this guy needs a history lesson. Is this guy's name Wrecked? Was this guy from Reddit? In case you're wondering, yes, I know headshots do more damage. I suck at aiming. So I'm trying to play to my strengths here. And there's that awful aim in action. I thought my daughter just crawled out of her crib, but it was just my peripheral vision here. They both died? Are you serious? They're both dead. I can't believe it. What is wrong with these people? Oh, they're gonna bust my Nomad. No? Did I get away with it? Oh, my grenade completely missed him. And he's running up here after me. Fuck no. Oh, man. See, this is what keeps happening to me, Blue Papa. I get in these missions with these people, and then they die, and then I have to take on the increased difficulty by myself. Like, fuck. I mean, I like a challenge, but not if I can't do it, man.
Lihim, you wanna go and just pop your recovery link, please, and that will res both of us, so we don't risk losing all three.
Alright, hopefully I know how to remember how to do this.
Thank you, sir.
I forgot that I could do that. Let me get away from this music box. Oh my god. There's too much dance party. There's too much dance party in that music. I guarantee that's the person that got the phone call.
Blocked. Give me a second.
Oh man. These fucking people, dude. I know life comes first, but damn, like, mute your Microsoft. How many times would I have to shoot that guy in the face before he dropped his grenade? Recoil first weapon's crazy. Sweet. TOC, was that Tactical Ops Center? Is that what that means? Alright, we got through it. Hey, thanks for the tip. I didn't even know my ability could do that, to revive you guys like that.
What's that?
My, yeah.
What do you think it was for?
I just didn't read the ability fully.
Well, happy little accident, huh? God damn it. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, Lord. Don't stay up all night, guys. It's bad for you. And especially don't stay up all night when you're starting to fall asleep and then think, oh yeah, I can definitely play another phase in Underground.
This is the end of it, right?
2 phase.
I think it's a 1 phase. You guys want to keep playing after this, I'm up for it though.
I mean, let's face it, dude. I think I've pretty much fallen asleep. I'm absolutely fucking worthless right now. I really don't want to drag you guys down.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Oh, that's why. It's fucking single phase. We're in the wrong fucking area. This is the one you need aerial. You need to open this door. That's the continue door. This is the exit door.
Alrighty then.
Either one of you guys have Division 2?
No?
Ahí estamos. Ya estoy adentro, ya estoy adentro.
You think that means no?
You are now entering this area safe.
Acá estoy. Ya estoy acá.
I'm just gonna go wait by the train.
Ahí te vi, elegí la misión.
I'm just gonna wait by the train. I got everything I need.
Categoría 5.
Blue Papa, do you know Spanish by chance? Do you know what they're saying? Are you Spanish by chance? Or I don't want to make myself sound too ignorant here. But Spanish is a language. I'm just trying to think of what different ethnic backgrounds speak Spanish besides Spanish people, Spaniards or whatever. But there's Latino? I just feel like I'm gonna look like an asshole, so I'm afraid to ask anything right now. Ooh, and I'm assuming that my mic isn't muted.
No, elegí misión.
Oh, and I forgot to I didn't realize I still have my quotes going up. I don't have them so I can see them. Okay. So I forgot I have my quotes from game designers and designers alike rotating on screen. And that's something I like to do. I like to discuss game design and design principles and apply them to the current games I am playing. And I completely forgot it was up there in case you are wondering what the hell that thing is in the lower right hand corner. So it seems that the one that is up now is from Don Norman, and that is mental models, as the name implies, are the conceptual models in people's minds that represent their understanding of how things work. Alright, so mental models and conceptual models, they are more or less the same thing. So there is the game, the Division that exists out in the world, right? But how I understand it, in my head, that is my conceptual model of the Division. And whenever you are trying to craft an experience, and in this case it's the Division, the designers of the Division are trying to craft an experience, and ultimately what they're doing is they are trying to manipulate your mental model, your conceptual model of the Division, to make that experience enjoyable. And it gets a little bit into, I guess, maybe, well, not so much philosophy, but, you know, everything we know of and everything we understand of as humans, it exists in our mind. Everything we understand is a conceptual model of some kind. So, it's not so much that I am trying to enjoy the Division. I am trying to enjoy my conceptual model of the Division, because I receive sensory input from the world outside. My body somehow captures it through the various senses, delivers that information, and somehow that translates into something my conceptual model can absorb, process, intake, assimilate, whatever kind of descriptor you want to use. All right, here we go. And Blue Papa, if you're still there, like I said, if you see me run across any kind of intel drops, let me know, and so I can pick up. What are they doing? They're like petting their dog or something. Oh, I forgot to get the stats window up for ODS. Very important. All right, definitely going better this morning than this morning. It's definitely going better than this morning.
Pinpointed the locations of a couple of high-value LMB targets, at least according to the intel you brought in. Let's shut them down.
Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
Of course, I went on the wrong side again.
Advertencia. Estás saliendo del área segura.
See if I could see any intel now. Probably should get in that habit.
Warning. Advertencia. Han sido detectados hostiles.
Oh, that's what I was hearing the other day. They're playing the Spanish version of The Division, and I was hearing the feedback in their mic. The Spanish narrator.
Ya. Tiene nivel muy alto. Yo no tengo nivel muy alto.
Oh my god. My aim is awful. I'm running right back to the fucking elevator. Oh my god. Oh, buddy. It's off to a rough start, man. It's off to a rough fucking start. Whew. Ooh, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna keep messing with that. So let me try this out. I want that. Blue Papa, what the hell is that super explosion weapon I see occasionally? What is that? I want that. I do want that explosion weapon. It's explosion-y. Alright, I want to check my map again, see if I came across any intel. I missed. Just restock. Alright, I don't see anything yet. That's why I really need to get in the habit. I keep checking my map to see if I came across any intel. Alright, I already did go over mental models and conceptual models. It did get a little bit philosophical, but not so much, because that's literally how we understand the world as far as we know. We don't understand the world for how it is. We understand the world for the information that somehow makes it to our mind / brain.
Hostiles. Alarma detectada.
No idea what... Well, actually, you do have an idea what the guy's saying. If I pay attention to what my announcer is saying and then try to apply that to what they may be saying, and then I do have an idea. I lied. Oh, let me just revive this guy behind you. Doing a fair amount of damage, these guys, though. Shit. I make sure they're not coming that way. Alright, they're all sticking there? Okay, good. Alright, I'm taking a good amount of damage there. Let me back up a little bit. Tiny bit. Tiny little bit. Alright, that's good enough. Tiny little bit. If someone says that the vision is good, it's because their mental model, aka conceptual model, of the division is enjoyable. Did someone just die? Oh, there's someone down here? Tsukage, where are my fucking slash procs in this game? I want my slash procs, fam. Oh, oh. Oh, are you serious? This shit? Yikes, man. Yikes! Are we gonna run into hunters? That's the big question. Oh, I was about to blast that guy. Alright, where do we go? Like, I'm all for the HUD being scrambled, but if it's like, where do we go next to scrambled? That's some bullshit. Alright, we still got some hostiles? Is that what's going on? Alright, where to... Oh, okay, looks like he found where we're supposed to go.
Warning. An agent on your team requires aid
Where does body go? Okay. That was weird. Like, I can't really revive him if his body disappeared, you know? Alright. Me and my Spanish speaking friends. I find it kind of interesting, to be honest with you. So.
Abrí la puerta. Ariel.
Alright, they're going this way. Alright, catching up. Tools, whatever. I think that's for upgrading stuff. Still not entirely sure the fabrics and the tools and the tech does. But I think I actually ran into one of those resources being used finally when I was at the optimization station.
alert. Now detected.
Well, I'm down in health. They must be really hurting. Oh shit. Did I just use my signature skill there? I think so.
Bueno.
We still got like 5 threats here. All right. Damn it. Nice, got the kill. Got the kill. Alright. We got next quote up on the screen. Just noticed it now. Excuse me. This one is from Don Norman, and he says, "It is up to the designer to provide the appropriate information to make the products understandable and usable. Most important to the provision is the provision of a good conceptual model that guides the user when things go wrong." I think that actually ties into what we were talking about before. Is if a person's mental model is the same thing as their conceptual model, right? And they get their conceptual model from using the products, right? Then what the hell? How do we provide a good conceptual model? That's actually synonymous with saying designing a product that is understandable, that its discoverability is pretty high. The different ways to use it, they're clearly communicated to the user. That is just a different way of saying that. Like in a Division. Hey Blue Papa, welcome back, man. I find myself with two Spanish-speaking Division agents here. I find it kind of interesting. A tiny workout. What did your tiny workout consist of, man? Oh, I'll do something, alright. Is that enough for you? Is that doing enough for you? Alright. I'm curious what your tiny workout was. Mini workout. Pretty much cardio, okay. Some ways that's the hardest type of workout, man. Got plenty of cardio in the army, man. Don't miss those days too much. Waking up at freaking 4 or 5 in the morning, running for 2 miles at minimum. 4 miles, 6 miles, 8 miles, 10 miles. Always increments of 2. Always a multiple of 2. Oh, there we are. I was like, where the hell did we go? Oh, I thought I was gonna die right there. Oh, there's another intel log. Sweet. I'm getting him. I'm finding him, man. I'm finding him. I'm getting him and I'm finding him. I guess I'm going up. I wanted to go into the Marines, but decided it's not for me. Ooh, okay. I think that's a interesting question to explore. Now, obviously, you have an interest in the military, but why were the Marines not for you? Now, I have my own answer. I could have joined the Marines instead of the Army, but I definitely chose the Army over the Marines. So I have my own reasons, and it may not be your reason. But why did you decide the Marines weren't for you? So everyone's different, man. I don't want to assume nothing. I want to assume nothing on top of nothing. Alright. Alright, I guess jumping over that, I still gonna catch on fire.
Alert. Now detected. Alerta. Detectan hostiles ahora.
Dude, I swear I'm not trying to use these signature skills when they're going off. I'm really not trying to use them. They just go off sometimes. I don't know why. I wonder if I can map them to different commands. Like, how often are used? I'll map them to, like, using my toaster downstairs or something. I just got a text. Alright, Blue Pop, I saw that you messaged. Let me just stop getting shot at here, and I will respond to it as soon as that happens. Okay. Looks like I have some breathing room here. Blue Papa 18 on Twitch says, I wanted to go into the Marines because my family served in Nam in Korea, and my cousin was in the Marines. But parental reasons, my parents could not handle the thought. Okay. Okay, listen. I understand that. And your family's different. Your family, it may not seem like it's different than everyone else's family, but it is. You know why? Because everyone's family is different, and ultimately you got to make the best decision that it is for you and your family. Now, let me say this: do they have that thought towards all military branches, or was it just the Marines? Because that's a big factor before I say anything else. Came up just in time to headshot that guy. Yeah. Take that. Looks like we got some ammo or something somewhere here. There we go. All military branch. Oh, okay. Now, I'm guessing they had the typical, like, parent concerns. Like, I don't want my baby to go off to the military and get blown up, killed, and all that stuff. I'm assuming that's what they were worried about, right? I mean, that would be my guess, right? If they're worried about the... Alright, I don't know if I could revive this guy. Oh wait, if he comes over this way, sure. I'm glad you could actually hold in square before they get to you. Alright, let me think about what you're telling me, Blue Papa. Alright, let me ask you this. Now, you said that you had relatives, you know, it's kind of like a generational thing, that they served in the military, you wanted to serve in the military, you kind of want to continue on the family tradition, right? So how badly did you actually want to go? Is it more like, you know, this is something I should do? You know, because my ancestors have done it and I feel like it's the right thing to do? Was it like, or was it more like a burning desire that was counteracted because you felt guilty about what your parents wanted to do? Or wanted you to not do, rather. Let's switch to my marksman rifle here. Because I could give you advice on maybe what you should or shouldn't do, even though I don't know you, but I want to try to get, like... I want to get, like, a fairer picture of what's going on with you in your life before I say anything, you know? It's like I said, everyone's different. Burning desire. Okay. And let me ask you this. Are you still eligible to join the military if you so wanted to? Generational aspects kind of like frosting on the cake. It's nice that it's there, but it's like you want to join the military. I love this historian weapon. Shooting exploding bullets into people. I fucking love it. Okay. So even though I don't know that much about you, Blue Papa, here's what I do know. Your life, at the end of your life, and I hate to get a little bit morbid on you, but no one's going to be here forever, right? No one's going to be here forever. Not me, not you, not the developers of Division, not the president, not fucking anyone. We're all going to die. We're all of us. No matter how bright the leaf, it always falls from the tree. And at the end of your life, whenever that may be, what you're going to be left with are the decisions you made, right? Maybe you not joining the military, maybe it will work out better than if you join. It's so hard to try to predict these things, so hard that it's almost foolish to try. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't like try to take an estimate of what will happen if we do X and Y. Of course, we should at least try to estimate. We should try to see. We should try to at least predict where the arrow is going to fall, right? We should just like shoot it blindly into the sky and hope it doesn't hit us in the head on the way down, right? Now, the burning desire, I think that's what's the most important part is, because if it is your burning desire to join the military and do your full 20 and make a career out of it, that's one thing. But if you have desire outside of the military, let's say you wanted to go a similar path that I went, where I wanted to join the military because I thought it was cool. I thought it would straighten my life out, and it did for the most part, but I mostly wanted to get my GI Bill so I could go to college and get a really good education, so I ideally could get a good career when I got out. didn't work out exactly like that, but I'm still working on it, right? So that's a long way of saying your ultimate goal, whatever that may be. I don't know what it is you want to do with your life, but is it you wanted to really be a soldier, or did you want to use the military? Did you want to use the Marines as a stepping stone towards what you really wanted to be? Because I think that's like a really big part of deciding what you should do. Oh, someone shoot me in the ass, right? I think.
Puta madre, que te
Oh yeah, someone's
parió.
behind me. Oh man, so they burnt through my Nomad, so I'm on living on borrowed time now. Living on borrowed time now. Oh, funky ass controls, and they're both dead too. Great, great, great. All right, here's the thing, man. Being a soldier, there's not too many experiences like it in the
No, es
civilian life.
difícil.
So if that is really your
Más
desire,
categoría
you
5,
got to
lo
think,
puedo llegar a pasar en
do you want to
categoría
make
3,
yourself
no
happy
me
or do you
jodas.
want to make your parents happy?
Pero 5, no, se me hace re
Because
difícil
as the
matar
years
a mi
pass
mamá.
on, if that's really what your heart desires, if that's something you're dedicated to do or you want to do, you can't really let them hold you back. Now, granted, here's the thing. Here's the caveat where you got to consider.
Encima estoy pobre de armas, boludo.
Let's say you're like, Lihim, she's right. I got to
Ya no
do
pegan
what
mucho
Blue
las armas
Papa
que
wants to
tengo.
do. I'm not going to let my parents tell me what to do. I want to make my own decisions. I'm going to forge
Se
my
me
own
terminan
fate.
las balas ahí nomás.
And you go, let's say you go ahead and join the Marines. You got to account for the possibility that you could join, you could be deployed, you can get your balls blown off, you could get your arms blown off, you get your face melted off. It's something I had to deal with when I was deployed. I thank God I made it back intact, but I know some people that didn't. It can happen. And if that does happen, are you ready to look back in the past and go, you know what, I'm still glad I didn't listen to my parents. I'm still glad I joined the military. You know? That is the major thing, right? That's what makes this decision so hard. You gotta be ready for a worst case scenario. Because I'm not saying it's gonna happen, dude. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I wish it didn't happen to any of our soldiers. Oh shit. But you gotta be ready for the possibility that you're laying there in bed. You don't have all your limbs. You don't have all your parts. You're disfigured. You're fucked up. Are you ready to face that possibility? Now, there's a lot more to the military than getting mauled, of course. But that's the worst case scenario, right? And if you think you're ready for that, if you think, and I don't know how you can really prepare yourself ready for it, but I'll tell you what got me ready for it, dude. Maybe this can help you out, right? So as I said, me and you, we have different situations. Our lives are very different. Well, I joined the Army when I was 30. And I was never the person to even consider the military. Like, I'm an artist, kind of like, I used to like sit in fields with my friends and smoke joints and talk about philosophy and all this other shit. Was not a soldier type at all, but then this thing happened. Had a daughter. It was unplanned. Wasn't a planned thing. And that's a whole other story, and maybe I could share it with you someday. But the bottom line is, I wanted her to be proud of me. Once I started to grow into being a father, I wanted her to be proud of me. And I took a hard look at my life, and I'm like, man, if her friends asked her what she did around the time that she's the age now, and she's like, what does your dad do? She would say, he doesn't really do anything. He doesn't do much with his life at all. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't push himself forward. He doesn't do anything. He's just a loser. That thought was more terrifying than death to me. That my daughter growing up thinking I was a loser and that she's going to grow up to be a loser too, that was more terrifying than getting fucking blown up or shot in the head or sitting there with both my legs gone, at least she could say, hey, my dad got mauled or injured or died in the service of this country. Regardless of what your political stance is, it's something she could at least be somewhat proud of, right? It's something she could be at least somewhat proud of. And that is what enabled me to deal with the worst case scenario. Now, I don't know if you have something similar in your life that allows you to look at the worst case situation head on, be like, I'm ready to deal with that. But that's what did it for me. And once I started realizing it, it's not that I'm like, all right, I'm going to join the military. I'm like, all right, I start to put together a plan of where I wanted to be in like 10 years. And the more I examined the military, the more it seemed to help me to get to where I want to be. That's why I asked you, does your goal, does your life goal, does your burning desire, does it lay within the military wholly? Like you want to be a soldier, you want to be a Marine, you want to be the best you can be? Or does it lay outside the military? Does it lay outside the Marines? Is the Marines just a stepping stone? Because if the answer is you want to be a Marine, there's really nothing else like being a Marine. There's nothing really else like being a soldier. I mean, you could grow up and be like a mercenary, I suppose. You could be really disciplined at any civilian job you might get. But soldier is a soldier. And I would hate for us to stay in touch over the years and then you look back and be like, man, I should have followed my heart. But at the same time, maybe you join. Maybe everything's going good. And then you get blown up. And you live through it. And now you're looking down at where your legs used to be. And you're like, man, I wish I would have listened to my... Oh, I do not want to go over here? I mean, I'm not going to give you any kind of sugar talk conversations about the military, man. Because if you're not ready to join the military for whatever reason, and I'm not saying you said that. I'm not even saying you implied that. But I have met people in the military that weren't ready to be there, that shouldn't have been there. And the thing is, not only do you got to do your job right so you don't die, but if you don't do your job right, you might get someone else killed. So it's a decision I would not reverse. I love my time in the military for the most part. But would I be singing a different tune if I got injured? Would I be singing a tune if I had no leg right now? Or my balls got blown off or something ridiculous like that? Would I be singing the same tune? And it came close a couple times, man. I'm not saying I was an infantry guy and I was kicking down the front doors. Our infantry and our Marines deserve more respect than I do. If I deserve anything. But I was put in harm's way as part of my job. I definitely didn't sit on base the whole time. And wondering what was going on outside. I was sent out there. And like I said, I know people that they didn't either make it back or they didn't make it back whole. And I just feel lucky sometimes that that wasn't me. So it's a big decision, dude. It's a big decision. But let me ask you this. Alright, so let's say you decide, listen to your parents, you're like, alright, I'm not going to join the military. I'm not. I'm going to respect what they're saying to me. And you know what? Maybe it's not such a bad idea staying in the civilian world, keeping all my limbs for sure, not getting shot or killed. What is your plan out in civilian life? Like, what do you want to do? If you do not end up joining the military, then what do you want to do? I just realized we had someone that left. We're both taking cover on the side here. Entrepreneur, okay. Do you watch Shark Tank? To just get a little bit lighthearted in here. Because I was talking about death and body parts getting blown off for a little bit there. Do you watch Shark Tank? If not, and you're interested in being an entrepreneur, you really should watch that show. It's an entertaining show, but you will actually learn a thing or two about entrepreneurship. And what it takes to succeed. You will. Because you're going to... It's not so much you'll learn what to do, but you're going to learn what not to do. You're going to learn not what to do. You're really going to learn the difference between having a product or service that's proprietary versus having a product or service that anyone could do. Or having a brand. That's my major in business, entrepreneurship. Okay. How long you been going to university for, bud? Good, man. Good. I'm glad to hear that, man. Too bad I couldn't just do streaming watching Shark Tank. I'd fucking do that 10 hours a day. No lie. If I could sit here and just have people flock to this channel because I'm sitting here watching Shark Tank, I would in a second. But I really don't know that much about business, but I like watching it and talking about what they talk about on the show. I like it. No such luck, though. Well, no wonder you're following me on the Division. Or watching the Division. You wanted to be a Marine. And here I am, the Army veteran, playing it. Alright, Blue Papa 18 says, I'm not even in university. I'm still in high school, but it's a technical school. Oh, okay. That's cool, man. Growing up, I really undervalued the value of technical schools, and that was a mistake, man. I thought it was like, hey, you had to like get your diploma, go to college. And who the hell is shooting us? But technical school, man, it actually teaches you more for the job market than fucking high school does. This guy was literally camouflaged. I could not see him. Yeah, get him. Get him! Now keep in mind, you can still do great things with your life. I think you notice you can still do great things with your life outside of the military. People do it all the time, but I mean, this decision's ultimately gonna have to be yours, man. You can't really listen to anyone. You could take advice, you could inform your own decision, but it has to be yours. And I had my own reasons for joining the military, and I'm lucky I came home intact. That may or may not be your case, you know? Yeah, my teacher lectures a class about the world. Hey, listen to your teacher, man. Listen to your teacher. If your teacher honestly gives a shit about you and your education and the students in the class, you have it better than a lot of other people in the world. You do. Think about it like this, man. Adults, teachers, stuff like that. If they actually know what the fuck they're talking about, and they're talking to a kid that they think that knows what they're talking about, it's like me playing the Division on day one and trying to tell Marco style or someone that's been playing the game for like 3,000 hours that, no, I know better. It's just experience, man. You could even think of like someone's age and experience as like their level in the game of life. It's not always true though, because there are some old people that are dumb as fuck. There's some young people that are smart as fuck. Not true across the board. It's just a loose indicator. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, man. I had kind of a take it for granted attitude when I was growing up with my teachers. Why can I not pick this up? Did it get bugged out because that guy was near it? Oh, that is lame. That is beyond lame. Oh, learn the hard way. Fuck me for trying to pick it up. Not knowing about this proximity glitch or whatever. My bad. Sorry Ubisoft. Guess it's my fault. Yeah, I need ammo too, so that's good. I don't know what this guy's doing. Alright, I came back on at 2, so I've been streaming for about an hour. This guy is in his inventory, which is fine. I really wish I could have got that picture. like I said, it's definitely one of the trophies I'm going for, and I couldn't pick it up. That sucks. Alright, he's coming, thank God. Wonder where that Jeremy Bibble guy went. Or gal, whatever. Alright, guess he wants me to do it so he doesn't drop his shield. That's fine.
Warning. Hostiles have been detected. Jamming device active. Now leaving affected area.
Oh, I guess they blew up all my mines.
Jamming device active.
Alright, I guess I'm running away. See, I'm not even trying to use my recovery link there. I'm not even trying to use it. And it just gets used sometimes. Like, what the fuck? I'm getting on soon, so after the stream, if you want to square up, I'm all game. Oh, cool. To play the division. I'll be ending the stream at around 5. Because that's the time my girlfriend gets home from work. You know, kind of gotta get off, make dinner, interact, you know, do the whole family thing. Not that I mind, I like it. Yeah, but I'll be up for playing a game for sure, dude. For sure. Oh, God. Oh, I still didn't take care of that discotheque. There we go. Now it's taken care of. Yeah, I'd be definitely down for a game, bud. You have the Underground DLC? That's the thing. I'm focused. I'm hoping to get all the Underground stuff done. I'm not going to get it done today, obviously. But I'm focused on it for at least today, for the rest of today's session. I may try something new on Friday. I'm getting a little burnt out on the Underground, to be honest with you. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm just not gonna... Yeah, I love the Nomad for that passive heal. Combined with Alpha Bridge, fucking sweet. Alright, Blue Papa 18 on Twitch says, sadly no, but I think that if you are leader, we can still play it as long as one has it and they are leader and other people can play. I'm not sure. I actually don't know. I've never tried it. Maybe though. I just really wish my recovery link would stop being used. It's either L1 and R1 together or L3 and R3, and I swear half the time when it goes off, I am not pressing both those buttons together. It just fucking happens. Stupid.
Warning. Incoming hostiles.
I've been stuck in this spot before. I think there's like ladders and stuff I could go up. Yeah, this guy thinks he's gonna flank me. I'm gonna fucking flank him. wish his cover system wasn't so tanky, though. I really do. Oh, he's about to die. I don't think so, buddy. Nope, nope, you're not getting a drop on me. Oh, he's still alive. God damn it. At least I got him before he deployed healing station. Oh man, does that drive up the length it takes to take down a squad or platoon, whatever you want to call it. Yikes, what the hell happened to that guy? Oh, you thought you were getting a drop on me? Getting a drop on those mines? These seeker mines, man, I didn't start using them until someone from Mixer, actual Air Force veteran, he suggested I use them. I love them. It's not even that they do all this damage, they just force the enemies to actually like move and get out of cover, which that's why I like them. Oh, someone shoot me from that side? That angle? Yep. Oh, why won't he wouldn't slide to the other side of the cover? I'm just standing there getting shot. Oh, I'm glad he wasn't turning into the guy shooting him in the ribs there. I know I would have. I only have 2 left. Nice. Woo! Thursday, man? Yeah, we got in quite the conversation there, Blue Pop. I wasn't even reading these design quotes. They're supposed to be central to my offerings, quote unquote. Ugh. Ugh, ugh. Oh, the one directive in here? You could put modifiers on your underground missions that you know, make it different or harder. There's one directive here that cuts like your max ammo by like 75%. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Run out of ammo all morning this morning.
Warning. Have detected heavily armored hostile.
Holy shit, really? Oh my god, really? I'm getting some distance here. Oh man, they're right there. Sounds like dark Christmas music. See a bunch of named enemies. Oh shit, we got a guy right here. Oh, aim was awful. Oh man, so many times I'm just trying to take cover and he just runs right past it. I'm glad they used Gears of War as an inspiration, but man, they should have used more Uncharted. Okay, this is getting ridiculous here. All right, you guys like little inventions? Here you go. Oh, they just put another one right out, huh? Ouch. Oh God. Yeah, fix that. Fix that. They got Alex. Fix that. Okay, so now that I remember to look over, we got Mark Rosewater with his quote, "Leave room." Oh, it's over. It's over. I looked over just in time to see it end. All right. All right, since I have time to let my health refill, compromise and majority votes have kept too many great ideas from the world. I stood my ground and succeeded in earning glasses for Bayonetta. My intention is not to create something that will be hated. It's to create something that will be passionately loved. This is from my favorite game designer of all time, the creator of Devil May Cry, Hideaki Kamiya. As soon as I started reading it, I'm like, I know who this is.
Warning. Hostiles have been detected.
This isn't so much like a design. Alright, no classifieds, unfortunately. I hope that's not Hunter stuff. Alright, let me dive into this after I'm not getting shot. I think Hunters may be after us. Yep, Hunters. Okay, I can't really... I gotta give this full thought, because they could one-hit KO us. Shit, are you serious? Oh, come on, man. I mean, I could try to go for him. I need him alive to survive this. Oh, man. It's gonna be rough. Wow. Secret Mind's like sneaking up on me, huh? Please kill him. Oh, he got fully healed. God damn it. Alright, he just threw a reefer smoke grenade at me. That's not so bad. No! Oh, I'm gonna lose my shot. Yo, come back here! Come back! Where are you going? I'm going right through this family, man. Hopefully they don't cross the flame. Oh, this is right at the end of the phase, too. Really? They're disrupting me? Can't get a beat on this guy. I think I'm nearly out of ammo with this marksman too. Fuck. At least I know they won't come back here. At least I hope. Out of ammo, okay. And is this out of ammo too? Oh, wow, so I'm down to my handgun against 2 hunters. Out of ammo against 2 hunters. Oh my god, dude. Blue Papa, are you seeing this shit? Alright, it's not even refilled, that's why. Or am I still getting jammed? They're jamming me all the way out here? Okay. So, oh, there's the ammo. Look at that. Okay. Alright, they're too far away that I actually just went back. Where are they at? Oh. It's hard for me to see, man, in this fire like this, but I would imagine it would be hard to see shooting from within a fire. Okay. I'm just gonna start the healing process, I suppose. This doesn't take forever, man. This doesn't take forever. I don't think there's any way I could run and revive that guy. Oh, great. He healed himself. Awesome. Did I say threats found 2 or 3? If I actually use my recovery link right near that guy, I think I could get him in time. Go for it. Oh, my nomad already burnt out. Never mind. Alright, did that get him? Did that revive him? I hope so. I hope so. Oh, that's a death trap. Are you serious? Oh, I thought they blew up my mines in midair. I was like, well, that's pretty good, I guess.
Warning. An agent on your team requires aid immediately.
Oh, God. Why didn't that guy run back here? God damn it, man. Yeah, it's gonna take like 6 minutes for my thing to refill. I cannot revive him without it. Yeah, I don't know what that's gonna do. Well, I might as well refill on ammo a little bit, right? Definitely burnt enough. That didn't refill my frag grenades? Okay. At least he got all his armor off, right? Do you have a turret? Actually, would a shield be better here? Or am I disrupted from pulling out a shield? How far does our disruption go? That's what I want to know. It goes all the way back here? Wow, okay. That's some range. That's some goddamn range. Oh! He was about to try to cross. Three. Oh boy. Oh, do I got this? Nope, he healed. 2, so the third one must be way back there. As soon as I'm about to throw my mines, he rough shit, man. Like, it's hard for me to actually see. Is there a better angle I could get this at? Seems either way, I'm looking through this fire. I'm actually like leaning around in my real life here. Like that would help. Maybe, I don't know. Can't hurt. Alright, so I'm almost at the point where I could try to. Oh, as soon as I went to go throw my grenades, my secret mines disrupted. Oh, buddy. Let me drink some of this fucking coffee, man. I took a shot, right? Took a shot squatting up with people today. Again, after having bad experiences with Underground 6, 7, and now I'm on my 8th one, and I'm just trying to get one mission done. I just keep getting stuck with people that just want to run out to the front lines, get killed, and then I'm stuck by myself fighting the higher difficulty enemies. Like, it's just better off for me to do solo. Does there a disrupt also affect my signature skill? Is if that's the case, I can't go and revive him. I don't know if it does or not. Let me see what his friend request said. I'm not doing crap else here. Monday 6/24. I mean, I might as well prove it. I'm not doing anything against these guys. I don't know if he's trying to do something. Might as well see. I'm just going right back. It's going right back. Go back! Go back! Yo, come back here. Come back here. Jesus Christ. These hunters are no joke. Even with a permanent barrier here, like, well, not permanent, but it doesn't seem like their AI wants to path through it. So. Oh, I was close to actually killing that guy. God damn it. Oh, might as well go refill. Oh, my mines did go. They just didn't go chase after him. Okay. Okay, well, while I'm sitting here, a good design is thorough down to the last detail. Nothing must be arbitrary or left to chance. Care and accuracy in the design process show respect towards the user. That is from Dieter Rams. I know that without even looking. Oh, let's see if I can kill this guy. Nope. Get close every time, but just can't quite take him down. Alright, so what Dieter Rams is saying here is every product, and I use product interchangeably with game, service, doesn't matter, right? Every product that is designed has a purpose, has a primary purpose, whatever that may be. And everything that is designed on that product, or for that product, should be serving the end goal of what that is. Anything frivolous, transient, unnecessary, if it doesn't need to be on a product, it shouldn't. If it doesn't help increase discoverability and ease of understanding and use of the product, it shouldn't be on there. Everything else is just a distraction. Now that gets a little bit more of a complicated line of actions when we're talking about some huge complex game like the Division. But at the heart of the Division, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of the Division? It is a third-person cover-based shooter. That's the heart of it. It's not the micromanagement. It's not all the gearing. It's not the fashion accessories. It's not any of that. That could be a core loop for some users, for some players, but the core loop of the Division is what we're doing right now. Sitting behind cover, shooting dudes, and trying to think of a tactical way to get them. My main problem with how obtuse the interface is and all the systems is it gets in the way of doing that. As you progress down the path of advancement, it's not as clear cut as like, you know, hey, I have a gun, I aim it, I shoot it, do damage. I try to avoid it by using cover or moving around or whatever. Yikes, man. This is taking for fucking ever. I think one of us, I would think I'm gonna be the bait. Let's let the healing take care of it. Try to, at least. I'm shooting everywhere but that guy. Now, please let these seeker mines. Oh, that did not work out too well. Did we actually kill him? Oh, he's over here. We actually got him. Holy shit.
Nice work. That ought to make the LMB stand down some.
Fucking hooray, man. Good job. Oh! Oh my god. Fuck those hunters, man. Fuck them. Oh, I guess he wasn't one for emotes. Woo! Oh my god, that only took forever. Did I miss any intel drops besides the one I could not pick up? Woo! God, was that something else? Oh my god, was that something else? Oh, not classifieds. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was, I wouldn't say the longest, but it's up there. It's up there, man. God damn it, dude. Holy shit. You might as well just go right back into it, right? That's what we're doing. I think my mom, hold on a sec. Thought that said, that quote said, leave the room for players to explore. Let's move. I gotta make a quick phone call. Hey, if you wanna come get her, okay, that works. Okay. Bye. Yo, Ariel, Neo, can you hear me on my mic? Suppose not. Oh, you know what? Let me invite Blue Papa. See if he's in the game. Forgot about that. Oh no, Blue Papa's not here. He is not here, unfortunately. Guess I can see what's going on with my my mods though while I'm sitting here waiting, right? Also, I covered that this morning, man. Gotta put more quotes in here. Whew, man. Just gonna miss out. Oh wow. No, do I want to give up twice the healing rate for kicking in twice as fast? No. Otherwise, that'd be real nice. 100% health regen, yeah. What is a classified alpha bridge? I think it's something like random talent. Like killing enemy players or veteran elite NPCs. Interesting. That could be interesting. Oh, nothing worth a damn, really. Alright, let's see how this goes. I came on at 2. It's almost 4. And I just got done with 1 mission now. Like, holy Christ.
A new agent is joining your team.
Head shaker beats. Don't tell me I'm the session owner. You want to start the mission, Ariel Neo? Yo, Ariel Neo. If you want to keep fucking around, I'm just going to leave the group. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. Hey, I'm not here. If you guys want to do that on your own time, that's fine. I'm not doing that shit. Nice normal one. Nice phase 1. Electrotech I like. I think that's as much as I want to mess around with. Oh, I forgot to choose it. Okay. Oops. Yeah, they want to stand around and do jumping jacks. Okay, find someone else then. Again, it's okay if they do that. I'm not against that being done. But I want to play the game. I want to get through it. I want to go... I did not sign up to the Division. I didn't buy the Division to stand around doing jumping jack emotes all day. I definitely didn't sign up for that. Maybe they did. I didn't though. Alright, so Mark Rosewater, he says, leave room for players to explore. And this morning I was talking about the difference between a solved game and an unsolved game. A solved game means the optimal way to win has been found out. In fact, if a game is solved, that means the way to win, it works every time. I think Connect 4 has been solved. Like, if you go first or second, I have to look it up. But depending if you go first or second, there is a way to win every time if you do a certain move at the beginning. I think it would be first. I think you would have to go first because you do not know what the second player is going to do. It's random. But if you go first, then you know what, for certainty, what can be done first. So I think, yeah, if you go first, and if you want to avoid, you kind of want to involve solved states while giving the illusion that a player can get towards a solved state. Anyway, I guess that's enough on that because I just see that the quote changed. Let me go back and run away. Alright. This is from D to Rams. Good design is honest. Alright, for him, he the first sentence of his design principles, those are the actual design principles, and everything else is an elaboration thereof. So essentially what this means, you know what, actually, let me read the whole thing, just to make sure I don't blunder it. It does not make a product more innovative, powerful, or valuable than it really is. It does not attempt to manipulate the consumer or promises that cannot be kept. So I think, right, I wasn't following the Division since it was announced, but I think a lot of players were unhappy with the DarkZone upon the release of this game, because I guess in the trailers or the advertisements leading up to it, it was portrayed as one thing, and then in reality it was another. Now, I don't know how much of that was the DarkZone. I don't know how much of that was the Division as a whole, like kind of being a buggy mess. That's what I heard that Division was it's just bug fest. I personally don't know. The only bugs I've encountered since playing is kind of what happened last mission, where I couldn't pick up the intel. That wasn't so bad, and one time I got stuck behind a door in a corner, and that sucked. And that's not really game breaking at all.
Alarm disabled.
And let me check to see if there's any intel. Got to keep remembering to do that. I don't know how close I have to be to intel to actually see if it's see it visible on the map. See it visibly on the map, I should say. Now the thing about video games, especially with a big budget game like Ubisoft or any other AAA game, is there's a difference in between design, honesty of the game design, and honesty of the marketing, right? Those are two separate things that should be interwoven towards the same goal, but oftentimes they're not. Or at least often enough they're not. I was shooting at that guy's shadow like it was a Groundhog's Day. Because marketing, right? Regardless of how clever or innovative or engaging the marketing is, at the end of the day, its bottom line is to sell a product to a customer or a potential customer. That's the bottom line, right? To sell them something or to get them engaged in something. It doesn't even necessarily have to be selling them something, but once you get them engaged in something, now that engagement can be the end result, like the end goal. Like you just want to get the potential user or viewer, customer, player, you just want to get them engaged with something. But more often than not, marketing, you know, has sometimes it's in the best interest of marketing to not be honest. And that's not the same thing as a game design being honest. I don't think there's much about Division's game design that is dishonest. There are things that are confusing, but is it dishonest? No, I don't really think so. I was gonna say Hypebot. Texan Lass is now following from Mixer. Hello, Texan Lass. At least I think that's what I'm reading. Welcome to my Division Underground stream, where you can get the latest news on Division Underground DLC 3 years after the game's been released and after the sequel has also been released. I might get done with this game by the time Division 3 comes out. How are you doing? How are you doing, Texan Lass, if I am saying your name correctly? What leads you to my little corner of the web? Or Mixer, I suppose, since that's where you're viewing me on. And curious, also, I'm hitting you with all these questions, right? How long have you been watching? How long have you been lurking in the shadows? If you're like, you know what? This guy, I'll give him a follow. He's worth the click. I'll give him a follow. I've been lurking here for hours. I don't know. I don't look at my viewer count while I'm streaming. Makes me all I wouldn't say paranoid, but I think focused on the wrong things. But what I was saying before about Division's game design, I don't think it's really dishonest. So I think I believe the developers of Division were they're called Massive, I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't think they did a dishonest job. But game development and marketing, those are two separate things. Not completely different, right? They're not completely different. I use that phrase very carefully. Because even if I was to say, like, Cooking Mama and a Division are completely different, I mean, they're vastly different. Are they completely? I mean, they're both games. They both have rules. They both have lose and win states, so... But the caveat is I haven't been here since day one with the Division, so I don't really know how dishonest the game was portrayed, or how honestly the game was portrayed. I know when I got to the Division, it was because of a YouTuber by the name of SkillUp. I started watching his videos because he started covering Warframe, and I love Warframe. And I watched his video on the Division that was titled something along the lines of "It Finally Feels Complete," and I decided to give it a try based on that, and I've been liking it so far. Maybe not so much this morning during Underground, what was it, 7? When I was getting my ass beat. But, I mean, all around, overall, I've been liking this game. I think my two biggest complaints, and again, they're not dishonest things, is I wish the movement here was more like Uncharted instead of Gears of War. And I wish that the game's systems, its affordances, the relationships you have with the game, I wish that the signifiers were more pronounced. I spent a lot of this game like confused and not knowing what to do and what meant what. It was very confusing overall. All right, what? Something just disappeared. I don't know what, man. I know the Underground reminds me of some towns I've been through in my life, though. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, maybe my hometown? Well, no, my hometown isn't that bad. Probably have a lot more visitors if this was the case, like all these boxcars and stuff on fire. Probably have a tourist thing. But yeah, the amount of detail in this game. Now, if you look at something like this, like, alright, this by itself, it looks kind of cool. But I'm also wondering, alright, so these things have a limited battery life. So what is it, like 12 hours, 48 hours? So someone came by here and recently put that lamp here, and why did they put it there? I know a game developer put it there, I know a level designer put it there, but I'm thinking about in-universe. Who put it there? What were they doing? What was the story behind that? And this game is just filled to the brim with little stories like that. But it's not as bad as when you're watching like some kind of fantasy-based story and all these candles are everywhere. Because you know they didn't like go to Walmart and buy all these candles, right? So who the hell is lighting all these candles? Where'd they get all these candles? Who's going around keeping them lit? That's what I want to know. All right, looks like I passed something here. Little knapsack of nonsense here. All right, let me just check something here. Just want to check something momentarily. All right. Texan Last says, yes, Texan Last and good. Been here a while. Confusing how? What do you mean, like, what do I find confusing about the Division? You actually may be the person to help me out. But I just want to be sure that's what you're asking about. And, yeah, thanks for watching me for a while. You definitely are not here for stellar gameplay and godly aim. That's for damn sure. So, your interest, definitely must be unique to you. Because typically you watch people like, oh, look at their incredible gameplay. It's fucking not happening here, man. It's not happening here. Okay, so Texan Last. Alright, so I feel to get the full picture since you actually seem interested in, talking or whatever, interacting. I just want to give you a little backstory about my history with the Division so you understand where I'm coming from, okay? So, I originally purchased this game back in the winter of 17 to 18. And I played through the entire PvE campaign. And I did not touch multiplayer, I didn't touch DarkZone, I didn't touch any of that. And I had a good time. I had a good time playing through it, mostly because the environmental storytelling. I don't know if you heard me go off about that before, but I go off on that with this game a lot. It's very engrossing. It's very detailed. As an artist myself, I'm constantly put in awe about over the amount of detail in this world. It's ridiculous, man. It really feels like a lived-in virus ravaged Manhattan. But shortly after I played it through the PvE campaign, I put it down, and I only started picking it back up about a month and a half ago when I started streaming again, and this time giving a full effort, because when I played the Division before, I was streaming and I half-assed it. But anyway, get back directly to your question. When I was playing through that PvE campaign the first time, despite all the attributes that gear has, here, I'll open up my menu since I don't have like 30 guys coming at me right now, right? So, for example, when I picked gear, right, the only thing I looked at when I had gear pieces, let's see if I have, I guess this, I want to find a better example. Alright, the only thing I looked at was armor. And that wasn't because, that's the only thing I necessarily cared about, but when I see these other stats like major attributes, 4% enemy damage, enemy armor damage, it wasn't explained to me what the value of armor enemies had. I didn't know what my base armor damage stat was. Burn resistance, 33% burn resistance to what? What 33% of what? Of 0? Of 1? Of 13? I had no idea. So, on one hand, I could have looked outside of the game, like I have in Warframe and other games, especially Dark Souls. I'm like, alright, what does this shit mean? But the point was, or I'd say one of the things was, I was actually just enjoying myself without getting bogged down by the minutiae of like what all this stuff meant. And I looked solely at the armor because I understood from playing games before, alright, armor roughly translates into damage reduction across pretty much every game I've ever played, right? You have your hit points, you have your armor. So I understood enough. But I didn't know what any of this stuff really meant. Exotic damage. I only found out what that was recently. I was expecting to see weird shit in the game like fucking, like poison, or like, maybe like purple electricity, or a laser. Like, exotic damage that, when I think of that in a vacuum, because I've never heard the term exotic damage, I think of something like fucking crazy. Like, exotic. What would be exotic in this world? I think of something like a laser. So I didn't understand what all this shit meant. So I went through like the 30 or so hours of this game looking at just the armor, and then I sold everything else, or I dissolved it into crafting materials. A little side note, I'm still not really sure what to do with crafting materials after all this time, but that's another story. Another thing, another big point of confusion for me, and I still don't understand this, and maybe you can explain it to me. Alright, so up on top, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see what I'm pointing at. Hopefully you can, though. So I have 3 stat columns. I have primary firepower and then firearm. I have toughness and I have stamina. I have skill power and electronics. I still am not sure exactly what this shit means. I have a general idea. I have an idea that the firepower column has something to do with how much damage I put out. Toughness has something to do with the toughness stamina column has something to do with how much like hit points I have, and skill power / electronics has something to do with how effective my skills are. All right, but from what I understand, and hopefully you can correct me if I'm wrong here, I think primary firepower is like a raw stat that the game uses to calculate my firearms. I think toughness, it's the raw stat the game uses to calculate my stamina. And same thing for skill power and electronics. But I don't know. And I don't know. And if I'm right, then why do I have primary firepower? Why am I even looking at that? If the game only cares about firearms, if it takes a value just to arrive at firearms and everything uses firearms, then what the fuck? What is primary firepower? I see 233,000. Oh, of what? 233,113 of what? For what? Like, I don't, is that combined? Like, all my weapons combined? Like, if I was firing 3 guns at once? My toughness, do I have 444,000 hit points, or do I have 5,266? Like, I don't, if the game explained this to me, I missed it. I completely missed it. But to this day, I still do not know what those stats mean. I'm still unsure how they actually translate to gameplay other than the general ideas I explained to you. And the only thing I'm sure for sure is there are some gear pieces, or there are some abilities, or there's some things in this game that they need you to have certain firearms and or certain stamina and or certain electronics for. I never saw anything that says, all right, to use this, you need a skill power of X. I never saw anything that says you need to use this, you need a toughness of X. I never saw anything that said, hey, to use this, you need a primary firepower. I've only seen you need firearms, you need stamina, and or you need electronics. I still don't know what these things truly mean, other than, like I said, the rough general idea that I explained. Hope that wasn't too much, but hey, when a viewer gives me a cause to talk, to interact, I jump at it. And especially if I can understand this game a little bit better, I would definitely love to know what the hell kind of game I'm playing here, or more of the game I'm playing. I'm also curious if you've been watching during the whole time I was trying to take down that hunter for the past, before I started this session. I was with someone else. I was trying to take down a hunter for like 2 or 3 hunters for like an hour and a half. Oh, by the way, I was making fun of the shield guys and the bat guys when I was playing through the PvE campaign, but yeah, I'm not laughing so much anymore. They really can ruin your day. They really can. Uh-oh. Reefer smoke. What? 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 Oh my god, that was very tactical of me. I should make a clip out of that and make like the most tactical evasion hiding tactic, jumping into blinding light. On after you get back to me on the stats and everything else I said, I have a very interesting tidbit to share with you. I think you'll find funny, because I find it funny looking back. I find it absolutely hilarious. But I don't want to overload you, like I said. Oh, it's your house. No, it's Run's house. Oh, is this guy trying to flank me? Oh, look at this! Mr. Flanky Steaks! Mr. Flanky Nuts, man! Is that a turret? Yikes. Oh, it's okay. It's more than okay. You know why? So I'm finally not getting my ass beat. Phase 1, normal missions, solo.
Warning. Have detected heavily armored hostile approaching.
As long as they're... Jelly Figgins! You gotta be joking me. Jelly Figgins? Oh, someone at Massive had to have fun naming these guys, man. Jelly Figgins. I'm glad someone was here to share that with me. The time I fought Jelly Figgins. I still can't believe that. Oh. Oh, he has like ball hair of health left. Now you come out and fight, man. In case you hear me excessively shit talk, it's mostly because, well, one, I do like to do that. Let's not kid ourselves. But I especially like it right now because I've been getting my ass beat all morning and all, well, not last night, but all Monday night when I was playing this last. Oh man, Jelly Figgins. Giving me a run around here. Take that, Jelly Figgins. You like that? That's that shroud-like aim I was talking about before. Yeah, kick those boxes. Yeah, see? You know what? You know what this deserves right here? Alright. Pushed it as far as I can go. I'm still feeling safe. And we're going to throw more of these. Because you're not a hunter and you're not going to stop my abilities. So take that. Right in your butt.
I think you might have saved a lot of people a lot of pain today. Nice work.
Yeah, you get those phase 1 normal difficulty operations, Lihim. You go get it. I will go get it. I will. Alright, let me make sure I didn't miss any intel drops, because I am definitely going for that trophy. I don't think I did. Or did I? Yep, I did. I did. You know what? I'm actually trying to look out for them, and I'm still missing them. Still missing them. Well, hopefully I could even get back there. To them. To it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think they went a little bit overboard on the amount of drops. Like 30 would be a nice number, but 80, like, I don't need that much backstory about the underground massive. I don't need that much. Holy Christ. Now, Technolast, I hope I didn't lose you. Sometimes I'm paranoid that my restream chat cuts out. But that usually only happens when the restream chat connects, and I'm looking at my OBS panel. Didn't see I dropped any frames or I went offline. So hopefully that's not the case. You responded and I'm not seeing it. Alright, let me see where this is. Oh, it's right up. Right up the stairs there. To my right. Should be. There it is.
Shift report. So, some of the guys have been saying they've spotted people prying up the manhole covers at night, ducking into the sewers. Our guys were too far away to decontaminate, and it ain't easy to run in this gear. But they marked the manhole cover, and I've been trying to patrol the area, just in case anything or anyone pops up. As far as I'm concerned, anybody going down there is for sure infected. You don't hide when you got nothing to hide for.
Well, I guess it's actually hard to disagree with them there. Like, even if you wanted to hide for no reason, like you wanted to play hide, like hide and seek or whatever, or, you know, you want to hide from your... Usually have some kind of reason. So yeah, it's kind of hard to play devil's advocate against them right there. Okay, hopefully I didn't miss this quote, because this is one I specifically looked for. I mean, I didn't miss it, I just hope it wasn't up too long. I don't want to, like, start talking about it and it fades away. So compromise and majority votes have kept too many great ideas from the world. I stood my ground and succeeded in earning glasses for Bayonetta. My intention is not to create something that won't be hated. It is to create something that will passionately be loved. There's a saying that like if you try to please everyone, you end up making something that pleases no one. And I guess between the choice of trying to make something that does try to please everyone, try to choose something that at least gets some people passionate about it, even if you think it's like not going to be well received. Or I mean, let me try to reform my thoughts, because ideally you don't want to release something, spend all your time on something that things be well received. So I think maybe it harkens back to create something that's authentic to one's vision and goals,
Readings indicate
while
the area
at
is safe.
least tilting one's hat towards being somewhat accessible, but not too much. Texan Last on Mixer says, to the best of my understanding, has always been an odd combo of stats that make up their raw stats. See? Like, I don't... The fact that you're not sure and the fact I'm not sure, that's not a failure on our part, right? It is the product's job through excellent design to communicate to us, the end user, on the pathways we should take to play the game in an optimal or fun / ideal state. I didn't always have this thought. I always thought, like, if I couldn't get something or I didn't understand it was my fault. And guess what? Sometimes it is. But when you have, like, a team of designers and developers and artists and stuff like that working on this, it's their job to make sure us, the players, know what the fuck is going on. Now, if you want to invoke mystery, like, you're not so sure what happened with the story and the events, because that's the type of feeling you want the player to have, that's a whole other thing, right? Now, hey, it's Texan Last. I'm here for you and anyone else that is watching. So if you have to go tend to the phone or I don't know, go make dinner, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, man. I'm here for the people that I'm fortunate enough that spend their time talking in chat, working, whatever. So you do whatever you need to do. But back to what I was saying, like, it should be made pretty clear to us, the players, the end user, what does what. What is the sense of obfuscating that information? What's the point? What's the point? So I have to, like, go outside the game and read a wiki? Like, I'm still not too sure. And I've talked to a couple players about this specifically. I'm still not really getting a clear answer. I watched a couple videos on it, still not really sure. So it was like, why? Why? Now, as far as builds go, I know you want to concentrate on one or two. You want to concentrate on, let's just call them firearms, stamina, electronics. Let's just call them that. I know you just want to focus on one, ideally, but then two at the most, and the third one is whatever. And I only recently came across the fact the way you should go about doing that is you equip. See, I don't want to do it. No. You know why I'm turning down? If I'm not saying you want to, I'm not saying you should, but my previous underground runs, they're all up on YouTube. I've had some good experiences, but the last two experiences I've been burned, where the person keeps running out into the middle of combat, gets slaughtered, then leaves the mission, which leaves me to fight the higher difficulty enemies that are meant for two people, and then I end up getting slaughtered. So no, I'm not. Jesus. And what's ironic about that is I spent a lot of time trying to get parties together before, because I only recently figured out how to use my stream mic on remote play for the PlayStation 4. And I used to do the help emote a lot, hoping they would help me with the mission. But a lot of people thought I was just trying to be cute, and I wanted to do emotes because I thought it was cute, you know? I'm like, no, I want to do the mission. And now I'm at a point where I got burned a couple times, and now I just want to do the mission solo. It's weird. I'm finally getting the group requests I want. But now I don't want to play with anyone because I'm already tired of dealing with people that just run out, get killed, and fuck me over. It's weird how that works out. Like, what in the crap? I seriously, one day I spent like 45 minutes emoting to people, trying to get them to invite me. The reason I wanted them to invite me because for a while, I don't know why, but when I formed a group and tried to start a mission, I couldn't initiate it. I'd go to the train to start it, and I wouldn't start. So I had to be invited to someone's group, and then they had to start it. But now it seems to work. It seems to have worked its way out. Seems I'm good to go now. Yeah, and especially since I have a lot of intel to get, it's better off for me to just keep running these quick missions over and over.
Warning. Now leaving the safe area.
Do you have the Underground DLC by chance? Text and last. Also, I'm guessing you're from Texas? May not be, who knows? You could be from Venezuela for all I know.
Warning. Hostiles detected.
Hostiles. Oh, okay, a bunch of hostiles, but at least they're cleaners, not LMB. Guess they know I'm here, right? Oh, also. Alright, technical last, I am going to share that tidbit with you before. Okay. So, are you familiar with the bleed status in this game is? I got a story for you. That will show you how confused I was playing through this game the first time. Alright, while you're saying that, or possibly responding to that, let me get to the new quote. We have from Dieter Rams, world famous product designer, if you're a designer like I am into this type of thing. A legendary designer, in fact. But his principle is good design is unobtrusive. Products fulfilling a purpose are like tools. They are neither decorative objects nor works of art. Their design should therefore be both neutral and restrained, to leave room for their user self-expression. I think this does apply to the Division a little bit, because we have... It's a little bit abstract, but just stay with me for a little bit. So our character does not talk. There are tons of games where you have a silent protagonist, because I believe that it is the developer's intent that if you have a silent protagonist, the player can project their personality upon this blank slate of a character, right? And that kind of works sometimes. And depending how much you've experienced that, or one has experienced that, that may continue to work. But personally, in my gaming career, I'm kind of tired of it, right? I'm kind of tired of these mute characters. Because it'd be one thing if we could project ourselves onto the character, and a character can make, narrative decisions that we would make, or they can use our voice, or we can interact in a real way, and they are just the avatar through which our actions manifest in the game world. But when you think about your favorite characters from, whether it be movies, manga, video games, how many times are they these mute characters, right? I can't name a time that's happened. Is there anything in here, or is this just distraction time for distraction's sake? No, I like characters that have a definitive personality, and then I resonate with characters because of their personality, because maybe it's a personality I want to be. They embody that. Or it's a personality type that I can appreciate, or it complements my existing personality in such a way. Maybe they are similar to me, or maybe they're different, and I would like to live through them, What else? So I get what Theater Rams is saying, and when we're talking about like physical products, like let's say a remote control or stove, that definitely applies, right? I mean, there is something to be said about like a beautifully designed stove or flashlight or like some kind of physical product, like some kind of consumer good. You want it to be neutral because you don't want anything to get in the way of the function. But when we're talking about that applied to the vision and the whole mute character design, like I'm just so over it. I'm just so over it. Wow. Wow. That was like a like a bouquet of fire and dead bodies. That wow, that was something else. that was something else. Damn. I might have to try to clip that too. Which I've only done one time. Oh. Oh, I'm on fire. They have a lot of these booby traps out everywhere. I'm telling you. And did I miss any? Did I miss any narrative? Oh, not yet. Not yet. Doing alright. Doing okay. Oh. Alright, that bleeding. Right? Every time I saw that in the game when I was playing through the PvE, I either the bleeding thing did not come up or I just failed to see it. Right? So to me, I mean, I don't know about you, but to me that looked like drops of water. And I would think if they meant bleeding, they could like change the background to like red, you know? So I went through the entire PvE campaign thinking that symbol meant the enemies were thirsty. So I was confused for the longest time why I was shooting enemies and making them thirsty. Why I would hit them with grenades and I would make them thirsty. That was compounded by the fact that here, I think I could hit it with the up arrow. Or is it down? Alright, that's emotes. But you can't like get bottles of water and candy bar and shit in this game. So I thought when I was making these characters thirsty that I had something to do with the bottles of water I had. And I couldn't figure out what Massive was trying to tell me that I shoot enemies and they get thirsty. And I couldn't find anything online about what to do with thirsty enemies. So I just went through the game like, alright, I guess in this universe when people get shot, they get thirsty. And then someone came by about 30 hours into the game and I was explaining that to them and they're like, no, that means they're bleeding. And I was like, oh. Anyway. Texan Laughs on Mixer says, agreed. Now I played all the Clancy games, but do find them frustrating on a one-on-one level. Yeah? Yeah? Now, I played some Tom Clancy games. This is probably the one I've most been involved with. Also, Krusty Snail 350 on Mixer. You say hi, and I say hi back to you. How are you doing, man? Or ma'am? Or sir? Or miss? Or non-binary? Whatever you may be. It's hard to tell from Krusty Snail, but how you doing? What is going on? I think the only Tom Clancy game I've played Texan Last before, and I had a lot of fun with it. Maybe you can help me with it. It was, I think it was a Ghost Recon game for the PlayStation 2. And I know the first level starting off in like the Pakistan or Afghanistan wilderness, a lot of wooded areas. But I know if you went through each mission and were not detected once and killed everybody, then you unlocked a special soldier that could do something that no one else could. I had a fucking ton of fun with that game because not only could you sneak around and do stuff, but you could put your individual soldiers on Overwatch and stuff like that. I got deep into that game, deep into it. I loved it. And I went from that game during the PlayStation 2 area with Tom Clancy straight to this one. And I think I did play some Splinter Cell here and there, but I didn't really get into it. Not because I disliked it or anything like that. It's just it's kind of like South Park to me. Like, I like South Park. I like The Simpsons. They're entertaining shows, but do I watch them often? No. Did I used to back in the day? Sure, I sure did. But I can't tell you why I don't watch it more often. I can't tell you exactly why I don't consume more of that content. There's nothing really wrong with them. I just don't. I'm not really against them, and I do like them on an aesthetic level and on a basic design level. But yeah, Splinter Cell, like I don't know. I can't really tell you why. I can't really tell you why I never got into it. Yeah, so I went from some old ass PS2 Tom Clancy game with a dash of Splinter Cell over the decades, and then we got a discotheque. That's what I call those ability jammers, because the first time I came across these, I thought it was like a dance club thing. I thought it meant like they were dancing down here, like they're having a party, and maybe the party gave them a buff. Very confused. I was very confused. I may have lost Krusty Snail to the depths. He or she may be gone forever. Oh well. I can only pray. I can only pray they come back. Oh yeah, and these JTF guys, oh my god, they are so fucking annoying. No wonder so many of them got killed. I used to feel like kind of bad for them. I mean, I still do. If this happened in real life, of course, yeah, I'd be like devastated, right? But there's so many times like I would try to go to cover and they would take that cover spot, or I'd be in cover and they take cover near me and push me out and cause me to get shot, or they'd be standing in my way. They are really, really annoying. They are really, really annoying. I'm all for massive trying to develop and design a game in which it's not necessarily a one-man army taking down the issues in Manhattan. That they're elite soldiers, a part of a larger military force, and they fight alongside you. But my god, do they get in the way a lot? If anything, they should have just made them have no hitboxes with player characters. Like, they really do get in the way a lot. They really do. But what would help me understand more where you're coming from, Texan Last, with Tom Clancy games and solo play, is to tell me what Tom Clancy games you have played that do frustrate you on solo play, and you could list some of those games, and we could talk about them. You know.
Alert. Now detecting hostiles.
Now detecting hostiles. Just trying to do my job. Say your. Oh, I'm getting blown up in the mouth. Oh, say your prayers. That was funny. That was hilarious. You're done. Yeah, I think it's going to be phase 1 normal missions for a while. I'm just going for this trophy, son. I really am. See if I miss any intel. No, it looks like I'm good so far. All right. Where are you? 2? Okay. Your Seeker Mine should actually take care of you. You're done. Headshot with a Seeker Mine. That's kind of impressive. I thought it like blew up near their feet. I'll take it though. Why not? Okay, looks like we got a new quote from Don Norman here. Let me read that as soon as I Actually, let me read it now before I get involved in combat. I was called upon to analyze the American nuclear power plant accident at 3 Mile Island. The committee I was on discovered that the plant's control rooms were so poorly designed that the error was inevitable. Design was at fault, not the operators. I have a typo there I gotta fix. So I picked this quote to talk about because before I came across this, I thought of design as something that applies to like non-life-threatening or life-crucial services and products, and I just assumed that if we're dealing with like medical equipment or nuclear power plant interfaces, like the design was solid. It had to be. But this proved, no, that's not the fucking case. And that was very surprising to me. Oh shit, I'm running out of time? I didn't know I had a timer? I had no idea I had a timer. God. Alright. I'll just kill the rest of the guys. And yes, born in Texas, now in Arizona. I started with Rainbow Six. Now, how many Rainbow Six games are there? Because I know there's that one that came out not too long ago, Rainbow Six Siege. And I heard that massively improved from when it was initially released. I actually want to give it a try. But I have too many games on my plate right now. Mostly because I'm OCD about my my achievements and trophies that I get, and I want to 100% the games I play, do reviews on them, and then move on to the next game. So I don't like just play games willy-nilly. I just try to focus on a game until I'm done with it. With the exception of Warframe, because I love playing that game, and you physically cannot get all the achievements right now. See, what I really would have appreciated there is maybe it starts beeping when I'm at the last minute. I had no idea. Now, something has to do with the fact that I'm streaming, and yes, I'm a little distracted, but
Alert. Hostiles detected.
that's not the first time I ran out of time because I didn't notice there was a timer. So Rainbow Six, Rainbow Siege? Or, I mean, Siege? Rainbow Six Siege? I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. You gotta help me out here. Rainbow Six Siege is what you're talking about, right? I know Shroud plays that game if you watch him once in a while. I mean, he's not the most entertaining streamer in the world, but he is fucking good. He is Mr. Headshots. So I guess that is entertainment. Never mind. I'm like at the polar opposite of that spectrum. I also know a couple people that live in Arizona and Texas, mostly from my military days. But yeah, heard some good things about them. I always want to visit Texas. I always did want to go down there. All right, where are we? Oh yeah, my timer. I gotta get going. I almost forgot about my timer again. The original, yes. Okay. So, as I understand, Rainbow Six, it's a very like tactical game. Now I don't know how much the mechanics differ. I know Siege has destructible environments. That's kind of a big deal. But for the most part, it's still kind of just like standard FPS controls, like run, jump, crouch, shoot, peek around the corner. Is there anything about the Rainbow Six you're talking about? Is there anything that's like vastly different then? I mean, from that poor loop, I mean. Oh, did I miss any intel drops? Oh God. Well, I gotta meet the timer. I did miss one though.
Alert. Heavily armored hostile.
This game so desperately needs a quick turn button. It so desperately needs a quick turn button. It really does. I definitely have to go back for that intel. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Whew. I'm on fire, but that's okay. I'm on fire, but that's okay. This is fine. The meme. Am I out of ammo? Oh no, he's just on fire.
Nice job taking out that high-value
Woo!
target. It's gonna make the streets safer forever.
Alright, let me go get this stuff before it disappears. If it disappears, I just don't want to take the chance. Alright. I was expecting no classifieds. Oh, there's another one! Give me that shit.
I started thinking about this today, but you know what I miss? And I swear to God, I never thought I'd say it. I miss traffic. It's so quiet now.
I responded a little bit, Texas last. I want to hear the
occasional shouting.
story.
Sometimes, usually running. Every so often you hear shooting or a car alarm. Crying sometimes. But it's also random and sudden and isolated. Traffic was continuous. Traffic meant people. It meant life. People doing things, going places. Traffic meant purpose. Maybe not a purpose I would have had, but still, purpose. And that's gone now.
So, the voice acting for these audio logs, I mean pretty much all the audio logs I found in the game has been really good. The caveat to that is I don't really... Let me think about that. Let me see what Texan last said. Oh yeah, no, it's all standard old school. Okay, okay. So you're playing like a very like tactical strategy, like kind of like realistic damage military game, and you didn't like the solo experience. Do you care to tell me what about the solo experience really got under your skin? Can you try to isolate like what was really frustrating about it? I'm honest, since I am a designer and I'm talking about design principles of games, I genuinely like to know this shit. And I want to throw a little disclaimer out. I am not the guy or person in your life that is afraid of walls of text. I love reading walls of text. I read all day. I read all the time. I don't know why everyone thinks anything that is longer than a tweet is like, oh my god, a novel! Why'd they send me a novel? I'm like, man, I feel sorry for your educational system. Because if you think that's a fucking novel, I don't know what to tell you, man. Not saying that's you. I'm just saying, you are free to just hit me with those thoughts and analyzations and... Is that even a word? Analyzation? Those thoughts and analysis. Yeah, that's definitely not a word. Analyzation. Ooh, oh yeah, give me that stuff. Hey guys. Yeah, you guys are just waiting for me? Yeah, you're just waiting for me. Yeah. Yeah, I think I lost Krusty Snail. I lost him to the streaming gods. I had an individual named Jeremy Bibo that followed me on Twitch like 3 hours ago, but he didn't say anything. I guess people like actually like to lurk, but they don't like to talk. I guess maybe it's like you feel like you're taking on like responsibility or something. I don't know. Every time I watch someone stream, I try to interact with them. Sometimes I get a response, sometimes I don't. A really good experience with a streamer yesterday. Warframe streamer, actually. Okay. What do we gotta do here? Alright, so I'm coming back on at 7 tonight. But I want to talk to you a little bit more about the questions I asked. What was exactly frustrating you? But I think after that, I don't know what you're doing later on, but I will be back on around 7. I'll probably be streaming Warframe though. I think. I don't necessarily have to, but that's kind of what I put in my schedule, so that's probably what I'll do. What else we got? Guess I want to stock up just to take care of that. The next mission? Oh, I'm already full stock. And what else? What else? You look like a cleaner, bro. I'm gonna send all my green stuff to. Not that I got much green stuff from running freaking normal missions, but I'm gonna send that to the stash. I'm eventually gonna go over that stuff and try to put together different builds, but not right now. Text and last on Mixer said, I chuckle more at this game than I have in 2 days. Have you been lurking me for 2 days? Is that what you're trying to say? Have you been lurking me for 2 days and you've been laughing at me this whole time? If so, I am honored. I am honored. How did I was it my incredible display of gameplay that's made you chuckle? Is it my ranting? Is it a combination of all above? Alright, let me... No, I want to sell. I want to sell. Yeah, I'm selling all this stuff. It's all going away. Some bye-byes. Selling it. Selling it. Selling it. Another thing that pisses me off about the inventory system, at least, is like I wish there was a way to like filter it, like most armor value or recently acquired. It's a real pain in the ass to like, all right, so I'm wearing this piece. How does this compare to this piece? And you have to go one by one, and you get so much loot. Like it really becomes a chore to actually just go through it. Look at this guy. Fluorescent vest, stoner hat, and Jason mask. To each their own, though. To each their own. And I already sent everything I had to the stash. That was worth a damn. There's some weapons I still have to look at. Yeah, I have a bunch of green gear. I just is such a pain to actually just go through it and see like what is what. My God. Well, I could send this to the inventory. You could send any golds to the inventory, and I could sell that stuff. Except the mods, I really gotta take a look at those. Oh yeah, like I may have gotten some caches. I got one cache. Okay, let's see if this is. Come on, classified gear. 1% chance. Come on, classified gear. Almost. I was almost there. It was green. It wasn't classified. Also, speaking of, right? Speaking of design and inventory. Now, a lot of Pamule. That's what I said. A lot of people are familiar. I jumbled up the familiar and people word. A lot of people are familiar with the hierarchy of, like, from the Olympics, like bronze, silver, gold, even add, like, platinum to that. But divisions scale is, like, blue, or no, it's, like, green, blue, purple, gold, then red or green. Like, what in the fuck? Like, why, what do they bring to the game by going off their own, like, out of all the content I've seen on the Division, I have not heard one person say, like, I'm really glad instead of gold or platinum being the best, represents the best color, I'm glad it's red and green. Maybe it's like because it's like set during Christmas / the New Year, like the designers are trying to like put story elements into the actual user interface. I don't buy it though. They could have just stick to like bronze, silver, gold. And we don't even need to confuse platinum with silver because those could look similar. We could just stick to bronze, silver, and gold. 3 categories of weapons. It's clear which is the best tier. Like, they didn't really need to use a whole box of Crayola crayons to signify like different tiers. We could have just had 3, or they could have like them the same color or different colors, but also had a letter associated with it. So even if it is like Crayola crayons, like hey, this is S tier, this is A tier, this is B tier, this is C tier. Like, it was really confusing knowing what the hell all these different colors meant. It really was. Anyway. Hey, I'm glad I can make you happy, Texan Last. I really am, man. I think you're the first person. I've been streaming for about a month and a half. First person that said like I make them happy or chuckle, whatever. That's pretty good. That's pretty awesome. I'll fucking take that. Yeah. That I'm making someone happy doing this. That's for damn sure. But anyways, next time I will be on is 7 p.m. tonight. That's 2 hours from now because it's almost 5. I beta tested Warframe, by the way. It's still the rainbow effect. Oh, that's cool. I will be playing that tonight. I don't know if you game on PC or you have that game or whatever. But I will definitely be playing it in about 2 hours time. So if you have some free time, definitely stop by. I really appreciate the. I do have like luckily or this early in my streaming career, I do have some regulars that come by. Not today. They were there earlier this morning, so I guess I just lied. But if you're bored, if you're not doing shit else, and you're like, hey, I want to go watch Mr. Bottom of the Gaming Directory Lihim at Warframe, as for some reason I have nothing else to do. Hey, I'm your guy. I'd be happy to talk to you. And I know a lot about Warframe. I actually know what the hell is going on with that game, opposed to Division, where I'm just like, even after like 80 hours in it, I'm still like, if I was a manga character or a comic book character, there's a bunch of fucking question marks above my head. Really still don't know what's going on with this game, but I have less question marks above my head than I did before. But not only do I want to give a shout out for Texan Last for the conversation today and the follow on Mixer, I also want to say give a shout out to Jeremy Bibbo, which gave me a follow on Twitch earlier today, but mysteriously just vanished. So there is that. Anyway, to anyone that may come across this video on YouTube, to anybody watching now, which pretty much is Texan Last right now, I will be back on 7 p.m. I gotta get dinner ready. I gotta go splash some water in my face. Gotta go drink some coffee, and I gotta get ready for tonight. I also I think I gotta make a thumbnail for tonight, actually. I make a thumbnail for all my streams. I'm just better do something with this bachelor's degree, right? But anyway, this has been Lihim. Thanks for everyone for watching. All one or two of you, perhaps. And I will be back on at 7 p.m. tonight. Until then, take care. Ciao. I was finding the stop streaming button. Ciao.